Why did you get out of college?
There's something wrong with you.
Yeah, I saw you took that to the
Yeah. Poor old buddy didn't see it coming.
Alright, so. Does everybody have the tabbies labeled? Does anybody need another minute?
No.
Need another minute? Alright. You can't tell me that the spaceship doesn't look like a golf ball. If you've never been there, you just see it looks like a golf ball.
It does, but I don't even know what it was.
Yeah, but I've never been. Never done any research because I didn't want to wish. And yeah, I didn't want to get my hopes up. Well, tell your mom that she needs to adopt me or become my best friend and take me.
She played Darnold shit.
His mom?
Yeah, because she's my neighbor. Yeah, she's my neighbor too. Her and Micah.
You're the funniest human.
She like went up the drill.
Alright, we ready? Sweet baby Jesus, we have to be. Alright, so let's open what is factoring. And I want you guys to just tell me what you think factoring is. Okay, what is that, babe? Okay, so factoring is the greatest common factor. What else is factoring?
Breaking something down.
Breaking something down. Love it.
I said simplify.
Actually, he said it first, but.
You did right. That's it.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm good. Don't worry.
Simplify? Is that what you said? Alright, what else? What mathematical operation do we do when we factor? Divide. Alright, what else do we do? Do we multiply though? We add. We add. We subtract. And sometimes we do multiply, don't we? If we have an A out front. So add, subtract, multiply. Jenny, where are your glasses?
I forgot. Breaking something.
So, are we going back to parentheses when we do this? So could we write that, going back to parentheses? Can you see better now, son? Okay. Alright, going back to parentheses. Going back to parentheses. And if you don't know how to spell parentheses, it's parenthesis. Oh my god. Then look at the board. Parenthesis.
Wouldn't thesis be T-H-E-S-I?
Yeah.
Theses. How about that? Parentheses.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Oh my gosh. Morgan, are you ever going to get over your cold?
Man, what did you do with Miss Coleman? What person you breathe on?
I did,
He's got a cough.
I did the homeless person.
yeah, that's
That's probably gonna be the easiest one.
Alright, so now, please open greatest common factor. Now, we are, this is the bottom, right? Okay, so we're first going to go up here, and we're going to write our learning target for greatest common factor, and then we're going to write some fun facts. So, our learning target for this says, I can please don't ever make that face again. I can factor the greatest common factor of a polynomial. Alright, so this is the exciting part of our review where you tell me what a greatest common factor is, because hopefully you remember that, and if not, then us talking about it will refresh your memory. Caroline,
The largest number that goes into 2 or more numbers.
look at you go, take a point. The largest number, and also if you answered something on this page where we wrote down something about factoring, give your team a point. The largest number that divides into 2 or, Blair, that's not how you spell 2. Don't be a dummy. 2 or more numbers. Now, is that all a greatest common factor is? What about when they have common variables?
The smallest
Smallest what?
variable that goes into.
Smallest variable?
Exponent.
Smallest exponent. Both of you take a point. Alright, so for common variables, and remember, they have to be the same variable. For common variables, take the smallest exponent. Now, when we are finding our GCF, is there something important about how many terms we have?
No.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
Like if I start with 4 terms on GCF, how many should I end with? 4. So, however many you start with, you end with. However many you start with, you end with. And that's very, very, very important. Are we ready for some examples? Are we super duper excited? We're going to have like 6 homework problems tonight. No, that's just so many. We're only doing GCF today. Because we did not do so hot on those, so. Really? Really. It wasn't pretty, and I just can't. Like, this is the easiest one, and I can't deal with y'all not doing well.
Was the easiest.
No.
That's hard.
Do you like the star one? Because you have a pattern to do every single time.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing the same thing over and over and over. Well, everybody's different. Right, Tater? Alright, so on the bottom part, I want you to write factor each polynomial, and we're going to do some examples. Our first one is going to say 27y squared plus 18y. Now, I'm going to write all my problems in blue, and I'm going to write my answers in purple. That way we can see the difference between the two of them. You don't have to do that. I'm just letting you know. Are we ready? Now, first we start with the largest number that divides into 2 or more numbers. So what is the biggest number that goes into both 27 and 18? Biggest. 9. Alright? Then we take the smallest exponent. Y. And we take that because they both have y's. Does everybody agree? Alright, put our parentheses. We start with 2 terms. How many terms are we going to end with?
2.
Lovely. What's 27 divided by 9? What's y squared divided by y? Y. Does everybody see that we got that? And how we got it? So 27 divided by 9, because remember, this is your GCF. This is what you divide. So 27 divided by 9 is 3. Y squared divided by Y is 1Y. You have 2, you take out 1, you have 1 left. Alright, what's 18 divided by 9?
2.
I have 1Y, I take out 1, how many's left? None. So that's my answer. Does everybody remember? Are we sure? Alright, what about 15W minus 3V? Now, do they have common variables? No, so we don't take out a variable. What is the biggest number that goes into both 15 and 3? 3. And that leaves us with what on the inside?
3W. Or no, not 5.
We agree or disagree? Okay. Easy peasy? Alright. Dos mas and then homework. C. Negative 4a squared b minus 8ab squared plus 2ab. Are you ready?
Wait, can we solve them all?
Sure. Yes. You have to learn how to do stuff without me one day.
No, but I'm writing more.
Why don't you do it on a piece of scratch paper? Or on a sticky note first? Blessings. Did y'all get that?
Yes, ma'am.
If your whole group got it, give your team a point.
Can you go over?
Yes, you can go over. Every day now.
Really?
Yep. All the days. Cheney, are you dragging your team down, son? Poor Hannah. Do you see how we got that, Cheney? Are you lying to me? I feel like you're lying to me. Do I need to walk through it? You want me to walk through it? Okay. Alright, so remember, this is our greatest common factor because 2 is the biggest number that goes into all of those. They all have an A in common, at least one, and they all have a B in common, at least one. So then we divide. Negative 4 divided by 2 gave us negative 2. You have 2 A's, you take out 1, we've got 1 left. We've got 1 B, we take out 1, so we have none there. And remember, you divide each term by your GCF. So if we start with 3 terms, we end with 3 terms. So now we move on to negative 8. Negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. 1A, take out 1, none. 2 B's, take out 1, 1. Is everybody with me? Are we sure? Last one, 2 divided by 2 is 1. A divided by A is 1. B divided by B is 1. Boom, we're done. Does that help? Cheney, where are you confused, son? Alright, and D, last one. Now this time we're going to do something a little bit different, but it's still very, very easy. Let's do... Let's do... I like that one that I did earlier. Alright, 45 PQ minus 27Q minus 50P plus 30. Now this time we have 4 terms, so we're going to do this method called grouping. It's very easy. It's still doing the same thing, but it's just easier to break it down like this when you have 4 terms. Are we ready? Alright, so put a parentheses around your first couple. Your first 2, put a parentheses around them. Now what's the biggest number that goes into both 45 and 27? 9. And what variable do they have in common? Q. Alright, then 45 divided by 9 is, and we have a P left over because we took out our Q. Does everybody agree? 27 divided by 9 is 3, and we don't have a Q left. Alright, now our second one is minus, and then we have 50P plus 30. Now what's the greatest common factor of 50 and 30? 10. But we have that minus. So, if we have a minus 10, what are we going to have to change the sign into here so that it stays a positive?
Negative.
A negative. So we're going to change that to a negative because when we distribute, we want to get positive 30. Alright, now what's 50 divided by 10? And we have a P. What's 30 divided by 10? Now, do we see anything else that they have in common? 5P minus 3, right? Alright, so they both have this. Bring it down. 5P minus 3. Now, this is left over. So we write 9Q minus 10. And we're done. So you just bring what they have in common down right here. And what's left on the outside, you put in a parentheses out front. That's grouping. It's crazy. Any questions? Are you okay? Do you think you could do one of those for homework? Maybe 2.
Just one.
We're going to do 2, baby. We're pre-AP. We can do 10? Yes! I love it, Patrick. All right. Everybody turn your paper over. You did it right. It's okay. All right, this is 55B. This is GCF homework. And for the love, please put the date. Today is the 3rd. It is my dog Thor's birthday.
How old is
He is 8. I think he's embarrassed of getting old. Last night he crawled under the pillow on the couch, and I don't know how he did it. He's a weirdo. Alright, 6 homework problems. Let's go crazy. Don't be a baby. And please make sure you write down the exponents right because that's going to be very important on this. Does it seem like my projector has moved? And like it's real crooked?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll fix it in a second. Okay. Let's do HJ minus 2H plus 5J minus 10. And let's do 24Ty minus 18T plus 4. Yes. Sir?
Can you move it up a little bit?
Yes, sir. Better? Sorry about that. And all right. So that's 4. 6. I'm just a math teacher. I don't even know how to count.